Welcome one and all to this 9th episode of D&D. We're a little bit late today, sorry about that. I'm Mike.
And I'm Zoe.
And today we're going to be working on our platformer, but we're going to have a bit of a change of pace. We've done quite a bit of code for a while, so what we're going to do today is a little bit of modeling, right? Our enemies are a little bit too generic. I'd like them to have a bit of personality. So we'll see how that works out. So let's get started. All right. So first of all, we've already opened Blender, right? It's just a default project for now. We've opened Unity. And the first thing we're going to have to do is we are going to have to create the models folder, right? So right click, create folder, and you want to call this one models. Models.
There.
Hit enter. Okay, so we got the models. Now we got Blender. Now before we do absolutely anything, we're gonna save right away. So hit Control S, and now we need to go to where we need to go, which is the Dropbox, Zoe projects, platformer, assets, models, and rename this guy to go characters with a capital C. Characters. Characters. You're missing a T. Characters. Characters. Bad. Alright. Save Blender file. Okay, so first thing, what have we got here, Zoe? What's the problem? There's at least a few problems that I see with this scene.
There's a cube, there's a light, and there's this.
The camera. We don't need any of that. Hit A, press the delete key, hit enter.
There.
Okay, there's another problem.
Is the pivot wrong?
No, pivot is fine. It's in the middle. It's in the center. What's wrong?
It's perspective.
That's right. In the perspective mode.
5, right?
5. Okay, now we are in ortho. Much easier to work with. Okie doke. So we can get started. Now, first of all, we need to decide the dimensions. Now, these are 1 meter by 1 meter, right? So we should have our characters, our little characters, be just 1 meter. Okay? So let's hit Shift A to add a mesh. And we're going to select a cube. Okay, now you see this is not 1 meter by 1 meter. This is how many meters squared do we have if it were flat? I know it's cubic, but forget it. If you see it from the top, how many meters squared is the area of this?
2.
2?
It's 2 meters squared.
I don't think so. It's not 2 meters squared.
1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4. So 2
it's 2
is
by
4.
2.
So 4 meters squared.
That's right. So we need to shrink it by half. So hit the tab key. All the vertices are already selected. Hit S to resize. And now we need half of that. So 0.5. Type 0.5. And now hit enter. Now it's 1 meter by 1 meter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now one thing we're definitely going to do is we're going to raise it up. Okay.
Hey, you made it bigger. Did you zoom?
No, I just turned around. Okay, so yeah, I zoomed in a bit. So hold Control. Release it. Okay. Now it's standing. All right. So first of all, obviously, we need to figure out a head. So we want to do something fairly similar to a Goomba. All right.
Okay. Goomba has eyebrows and eyes and a mouth.
That's right. Well, the first thing we need to decide is the shape of the head. What I think we should do is some kind of bevel that would probably help us. So let's go to Modifier, Bevel. Look, so now it'll look like this. I think this is already a much better start. Let's see if we can increase the width a little bit. Something like this, so it looks more like a diamond sort of thing. Right, and then we can put eyes here, etc. So let's do 0.2. That may be too much. Let's do 0.15. Okay, that'll do. Now let's hit tab for me. And now apply. Okay, hit tab again. Now we have more vertices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there they are. Hold shift. Okay, release it. So here's a little character. Now we need to decide where to put the eyes. And they should go somewhere here in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are various ways that we can use for this, various things that we can do for this. Now what I think we should do is we should simply add basically other objects and then place them where they belong, as opposed to sort of fit everything in the same mesh. It'd be much easier to have slightly separate meshes. Okay, so hit Shift A, and let's go with a plane this time. Okay, now it's huge. For now, hit R to rotate, and hit X to rotate on the X-axis, and type 90. Hit Enter.
It's much bigger than
now S to resize. There it is. Okay, now hit Z to see through things. Okay, we're gonna move an eye over here about. Actually, undo twice for me. Again. Okay, hit Z once time. Okay, now hold Control. Okay, so one eye is gonna be about here. That should be release Control. Okay, that'll do. Okay, now let's drag it here. Now it will be a lot easier to work on this model if we don't have to worry about doing the left and the right, right? So we can do something really cool. We can do a mirror modifier.
Oh yeah, the mirror.
So hold Control and hit R. Use 2 hands, Zoe, don't be lazy. Thanks. Okay, hit Escape. Press A to undo, to unselect. Now B to box select. We're gonna box select all of this and delete. Hit Enter. Actually, my bad. Hit Control Z. Hit Delete. And then we want to choose vertices. Okay, now we got a half empty thing. Hit Z. So it's a half empty thing. Oh, we left this box here. Let's drag it out. Okay, that's better. Right, so it's a half empty thing. Now in order to fix this, hit Tab. Let's go to Modifier, Mirror. Okay, Clipping. Hit Tab. Hold Alt. Release. It can't move, right? So this is the middle, but if I start moving it, both sides go nuts, right? Okay, so that sounds good. Now hit A to unselect, B to box select, and let's try and style this eye a little bit. So we should probably make it taller. So let's go SZ. Yeah. Ooh, something like that. And now SX, a little bit flatter. Okay, something like this.
Shouldn't we put it on the other side too?
It should already be there. There it is.
Oh, yes.
It's hard to see, but it's there. Okay. So now what you need to do is we need to make the eye a little bit more interesting than just a square. Maybe, actually. I'm not really that sure.
Can we give it some bevel too?
Bevel wouldn't really work with planes. Just hit Control R here, and we're gonna duplicate 2 of them. Okay, hit Escape, and hit Control R, and 2. Okay, Escape again. Okay, now we're gonna style it a little bit, right? So what we're gonna do is hit B for box selection, and we're gonna do this. And now hit R, hit G, hit S. Okay, B and hold Shift. Okay, R, S, G. Okay, B for box select, hold Shift. Okay, R to rotate, S for scale, G. There we go. So it's an eye a bit more like this, right? Now, the thing is,
Should we give it a mouth?
This enemy, yeah, of course. This enemy is supposed to be angry, isn't it? It's supposed to be evil.
Let's give it some angry eyebrows
Okay,
or
so
something.
to do this angry, hit A to select all. Actually, B, my bad, just box select. Select these. Go SX -1. Hit Enter. Eye looks angry. Or at least a bit more angry. Hit A to unselect. Hit B to box select.
Why did it become dark all of a sudden?
Because the normals are reversed. We're gonna have to fix that later. Okay. A to unselect. B to select. And now let's see G. If we can sort of like give it a bit more vest. So I'm just gonna like take over gently a little bit because I don't want to take 10 days just saying letters. This is just a matter of styling, so you want to like gently move things about until you're satisfied, right? I'm not really sure that this is particularly good. I'm no artist and it's very obvious. Okay, so here we go. We've got this thing. I think that probably we should drag this in a little bit. Yeah, I think so. I think we should drag these in quite a bit actually. So like that, and then that. There, and then these a bit to the right, and that should do. Yeah, okay. So now we need to add some kind of mouth, right? And how should the mouth look like?
Like just
An angry box.
it could be an angry box.
Like a sad box like this. Yes.
Let's just make it like this.
That's boring. I don't know. No, I spat on your face. Sorry.
You did.
By laughing. I didn't mean to. Are you okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, let's go.
My glasses protected my eyes, so.
Your glasses protected you. Okay, so.
Now they're dirty though. So,
I'll clean them. It's fine. All right, so. Well, these glasses feel different to clean than the others you had. We've changed glasses recently, you know. Okay, here you go. Put these on. Let's move. So now we need to add another mesh just for this, and let's add another plane as we did before. So Shift A. Yeah, plane. R to rotate.
Now it's gonna be huge
X.
again.
90. Hit enter. S. Ooh. Okay. Oh, see what happened? That's all right.
It's in the guy.
And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cheese a little bit, and I'm going to simply reverse the normals so I can see the mouth. Okay. So look at him. He's like, "Argh." All right. Now let's see if we can.
Morph right now. That's why.
Let's see if we can make him more angry. Okay. So hit
It
Control
looks
R.
like he's smiling right now.
Okay. Escape. Hit Control R. Escape. Okay. Enough. A. B to box select. R to rotate. G to move. Okay.
That's what I meant by the muff.
Muff. Look at him. Okay, so one thing that we don't have that much room for though is the feet. So we need to do something about that. So hit B to box select. Actually hit Z first. Now B to box select. And now we're going to drag all of this up. Okay, A. By the way, box select the mouth again. Hit S to resize. Okay, A. B. My bad, sorry, Z I meant. Okay, there we go. Look at him, He's mad. All right. So
now we need to give him boxy feet.
Boxy feet. You want to give him boxy feet? Sounds good.
Let's give him boxy feet, and then we can bevel them a bit.
All right, sounds good. Now hit Shift A to add a box. Wait, I'm in the wrong screen here. So, okay, do it now. Shift A to add a box.
Cube.
Okay,
There.
S to shrink. Drag it here. Drag it up a bit. Okay, here we go.
It's in the body.
Yeah, we'll sort this out. I just want to turn on clipping again. So there we go. Now, as you can see, they're very, very tiny feet. So maybe we want to make them a bit bigger, do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make him have a bigger
So go
feet.
SX. And now SY. They probably need to be a bit more in front. SY again. There we go. Look at them. So you said you wanted to bevel these.
Yeah, we should. Like the rest of the body.
Yeah, I suspect it's not going to look very good. Beveled.
Then what would
I think we should manually bevel if we want to. So hit Control R. Okay, and escape. Control R. Escape. Okay, Z. A. B. B SX SY. Okay, A B SY. Z. That better?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Now, we're going to have a few issues moving this guy about because there's so little room to animate it, and we need to be careful to leave him more or less inside the collider. Okay, so we're going to have to make some crazy, precise little decisions. Okay, it's not going to be that easy.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you need to make the clever guy.
Wait a moment. We need to start animating this guy as well. So let's quickly.
But shouldn't we reverse the normals?
We'll do that, yeah. There's a few things we need to do. So SY0, and let's see how far are these from the
Quite far.
from the face. I wouldn't say it's quite far. I'm pressing N here. So let me see. On the Y, it's -5.1. Let's do that. Okay, that should be good enough. All right, there we go. There's a little fella. All right, and the normals are still not reversed. That's okay. We'll do it soon. What we will need is either a second material for these things, or
so we can see them.
A texture. Yeah, we need to make a few decisions.
I think we should just put in a temporary material right now because we already have one in the Unity.
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the fact that
Oh, we have somebody watching.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
You remember how I said you're not supposed to mention that we're doing a show?
Okay.
I know you get camera excited, but yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to flip the direction here of these, all right? And now what we're going to do is we are going to assign materials. So let's add a few. So we should have one for the feet, which I think should probably be the same for the
body.
No, I think it should be different. So it should be one for the body, that's for sure. Then it should be one for the mouth, one for the eyes. Should we have pupils in the eyes? Or nah, let's not do it.
I don't think so.
Maybe mouth and eyes is going to be the same, and then feet. Okay, so let's leave it here. So this one, rename this one to body. 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 Hey. Okay. All right, so now we're going to add, Fidri says, 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go. I don't know what that means, but okay. It does rhyme. So now you want feet. And then this one, you want to call this one detail or something like that. Detail. Okay, so for detail, we're going to give it a dark color. For feet, we're going to give it a, let's go some kind of like brown, like that. And for body, we want a similar brown, but lighter. Okay, so here's the body. Okay, now we need to hit tab. Yeah, and now hit Z, A, B. Okay, now assign the feet. Okay, now A, don't select, B, and assign the thing. Hit tab again. Z, ta-da!
Ta-da!
Look at him.
Our guy has color.
Now, what do we need to do now in order to animate this fella?
We need the animation machine, right? So it's over here, right?
Sure. Okay, so what we need...
Animation.
Wait a moment.
There.
Yeah, it's
Even
not...
though they don't see me pointing at the screen.
It's not this, no. What we need to do is we need to create a rig first.
Oh.
So we need to
need to make the body, right?
Yeah, our character needs to have bones and all sorts of stuff. Now, for us to do that, I think it'd be a good idea to simply apply the mirror. So let's go here and apply. Boom. Now, one change that we can definitely make right away is remove this middle seam. We don't need it. So we're going to say vertex and then select these. WE. There we go. The seam is gone. Okay, so a little fella looks like a little fella that has parts. All right, so now we're gonna hold shift, and we're gonna click on this thing over here. Yeah, this is another layer, release shift. And now we're gonna add something. So shift A. And now we're gonna add armature, single bone. Boop. It's put it over there. That's bad. Hold shift and press C to put the center in the center. Okay, now shift A. Armature, single bone. There it is. Okay.
It's in him.
Yeah, that's right. It's in him. Now, what we want to do is we want this bone to be the main body. Okay. So what you want to do is hit Tab to go into Edit mode. Hit Z. We're going to need Z all the time now because we're looking at bones. So we're going to put this bone at the start of the body here, and the second part at the top of the body. Of the body. That's perfect. So what other bones will we need?
Feet bones.
We need the feet bones. All right, and the feet are basically just going to go up and down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, well, first of all, when you're working with bones, you need to be very, very, very precise. Okay, you need to do all sorts of specific things. So this one is not called bone. We're going to call this one body. Okay, so type body. Yeah, hit enter. Okay, so we got the body bone. Okay, now the feet don't extend from that, so we're simply going to add another one. So hold shift and press A again. Now we've got another bone. Okay, this bone is now over here. We're going to drag it to the foot. Actually, undo this for me. Control Z. So I'm going to grab it, drag it to the foot like this. Okay. I forgot something important. There should be a way to get mirroring on the, there it is, x-axis mirror. So delete this bone, hit delete, delete, enter, delete bones, shift A. Okay, so we got this bone, drag it to the left. Okay, so maybe it doesn't work for mirroring of this, which surprises me, but all right. I think it works only when you have them correctly named. Anyway, hit, oh, wait a moment. No, this is still within the same. So hit Tab to go to edit. No, hit Tab again, my bad. Okay, so we were in edit mode. We're gonna put the foot about here. I think that's pretty good, right?
And don't we need to attach it to the body?
No. So this one you wanna call it foot.L. Yeah, hit enter.
For the left foot, right?
That's right, that's for the left foot. Now, so duplicate this one, go Shift D.
Oh, sorry, press Control D.
So Control Z to undo. Shift D. Let's see, yeah, escape. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to drag it to the other side. Let's see if we can just get it. Oh, there you go. All we need to do is change this number to a positive. Whoops.
Oops.
That's all right. And this one. Oh, there it is. It's the other part over here. This one needs to be positive too. There we go. So that's the other foot. What should we call it?
Footer.
R.
Footer.
Hit enter.
Oops, I saved it.
So I don't know if this, yeah, now it works. See, both of them are moving when I move one. Okay, so I got the feet. That's good. They are more or less in the right place. That's okay.
Shouldn't we save?
Just wait a moment. So these are the controls for the feet. The feet should have a bone themselves. Yeah, I think so. So if this is gonna be foot, we're gonna move it all the way to the tip of the foot. Like so. Okay. And move the back to the back of the foot. Like so. But probably in the middle, because that's where we're gonna sort of rotate them, if we ever do, right? The controls, we're gonna worry about that later. So here's our feet, they're ready. We got our body, that's ready. Okay, now we're gonna need the eyes and the mouth. Okay?
We'll rotate the eyes and the mouth?
Well, yeah, we can also squeeze them, so he closes his eyes every now and then. We can do this character really well. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so here, you want to hit Shift C to put the thing in the middle again. Shift A to add a bone. And we're going to drag it here. Okay. Hold Shift. Thanks. Release. All right. Down here. And up here. So that's our eye over here. And over here. Now I'm gonna go to the other perspective and simply drag the eye over here. Here we go. Okay, now Shift D to duplicate, Escape to let go. All right, so now we need to reverse all of these numbers. There are ways to be much more intelligent about this, but that's fine. Oh, undo. Escape first and then undo. Okay, thanks. So this one needs to be simply positive, and this one needs to be positive, and we're already done. It's fine. Okay, now we need to rename them. Remember, that's very important. So rename this one to I dot. I just realized we're stupid and we did it backwards. So I dot L. Yeah, hit enter. Because that's the left eye, right? This is the right eye. You need to look from behind like this, right? And this one is I dot R. Hit enter.
And what about?
We'll fix the feet now. So this foot is foot dot L. And yeah, now it's crying because the other one already exists. Foot dot R. Okay, so back to the other foot, foot dot L. Okay, we're good. Now we need a mouth. So for the mouth, we could do just one bone, but that wouldn't give us much flexibility. We wouldn't be able to sort of move around the mouth if we wanted to. Though I think we shouldn't make it too complex. So just 2 bones possibly would work. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we should have like side bones, and that's it. Maybe one in the center that controls all of it.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm still sort of thinking about this, because it's not obvious to me how you do mustache or that sort of stuff. No, I'm getting dad points, says the chat. Okay, so hold the Shift. We're gonna select both of these. Hit Shift D to duplicate. Whee! And let's go down here. Let's go down here, about here.
That looks like a nose.
Press G.
And that looks like a mustache.
Told you. Had to look like a mustache, more or less. Okay, there we go. And I'd like to have some kind of control bone for this, so that we can then move the entire mouth. I think it would be quite useful. So in order to do that, we would need a parent bone, and these would need to be connected somehow. We would also need... Yeah, well, basically all of these bones will need to be somehow connected to some others. It's just a matter of deciding how. I've also noticed something. This one seems to be weirdly rotated compared to this one. I think the rotation went bonkers a little bit. So that's the location of the cursor, I think. But let's see here. Okay, radius and envelope. I wonder if the envelope or roll needs to be the opposite. So let's try. Yes, I was right. We needed the roll to be the other way around.
Okay.
Okay, this one also looks a bit wonky. So there is a small roll of -6 degrees and a small roll of 6 degrees. So I guess it's fine. I don't know what envelope means, but there is a small difference. I don't know, they're basically the same. Yeah, I love a float approximation. It's always chaos. Okay, so we got the little character over here. He's rigged now, but we do need a couple of control bones. We're gonna need control bones for the feet, I'm guessing, but not really. I mean, we can just use the ones we have. This is really, really simple. But for the mouth, I'm a bit concerned, but not really. We can move those two. So all of these bones will essentially work independently, with the exception of one main control bone that will be the parent of all of them. Okay, so hold Shift and press C. Okay, now hold Shift and press A. And now this main bone over here, having a bit of trouble selecting. Okay, I think we're here, good. And hold Control. There we go, release Control. And this one we're going to call control bone. Or root. Call it root. R-O-O-T. Not root. Root.
Oh.
Not root. Root, right?
Whoa, another person.
Will you sit properly? What have I done to deserve you?
Another person's watching,
Sit
by the
properly.
way.
Shush. Focus.
Well, nothing was happening until after
what's
the
a
root
load of
happened.
rubbish? We need to still rename this one. So this one is mouth L. Type mouth dot L. And this one's mouth A. Mouth dot A. Do it. Thanks. Okay, so now the root bone. Question: do you think it should deform things? Should it like move the mesh about?
No.
It should move all the other bones, but not the mesh.
Yeah.
So we need to find the option where you say that the bone is not. Okay, see deform? You click on the little bone over there, you say deform? No. Okay, we turn off deform. Okay, that's good. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to link the things with one another, but first we're going to parent the various bones to what they must be parented to. Okay, so hold shift. Okay, now hit Control P to parent. And we're going to say keep offset. Okay, so if we move this bone over here, that one will move too when we're in pose mode, not now. So now we are also going to parent these two, the feet, to the body. So hold shift, we're going to select the other foot, and hold shift still, we're going to select this one. Hit Control P, and we're going to say keep offset. So now the feet are offset compared to the body. I may get some of these things wrong, guys, because I haven't done this in a while. So now we're going to do these as well. So hold shift, and hit Control, and select the body as well. Okay, Control P, keep offset, done. That's it. Now everything should depend on this. Now let's see if it actually works, just in terms of the stuff moving correctly. So let's see. So this one, right? I can move it. Hit Control Z. Okay, this one, hit R to rotate, and you'll see that all the bones follow. The feet follow, the eyes follow, everything follows.
Except for the root.
The root stands on its own, right? And the root, everything follows. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So we've put all of the parents and everything correctly. Now there's one thing that I would like to do with this one. I would like not to be able to move the eyes or this. So I don't remember how to add constraints, but I know there is a way. It shouldn't be inverse kinematics for now. There should be a way to add constraints. First of all, let's rename this armature. This annoys me. And let's rename the cube. So this one is our walker, right? So type walker. Hit enter.
The other one's called Walker Pro, right?
Walker, yeah. Hit enter again. And this one, let's call it Walker Rig. Rig. R-I-G. And Walker Rig. Rig. Hit enter. Not ring. Hit enter. Save. Okay, we're good. So we got Walker Rig, everything's fine. Now, Daddy needs to remember where the constraints are, because I can't. I think it's under here. Custom properties. It may be this. I don't remember. I really don't. That's not nice. Is there any other options? No, I don't think so. Maybe this one? Yes. Object constraints. Copy location, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to pose mode and see. Go to bone constraints tab. There we go. Bone constraints. Finally, I couldn't remember how. So what we want here is limit distance, I think. Or clamp to. I want to be able I don't want to be able to move these. So let's try limit location. Restrict movement along each axis with given ranges. Okay, so limit location, and I'm gonna say, so we got minimum and maximum. Let's tick them all. Oop. Okay, so that won't work because it puts it all the way there. I thought it would be relative to the current position, which is a little bit silly, frankly. But we can, for transform, what does that mean? I don't know. Press G. We can still move it. So that changes nothing. We'll convert, local space. Let's try now. Yes, good. Press G now. There we go. We can move it at all. Press R. And we can rotate it, right? Because we want to be able to rotate the mouth, but not to move it. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
The same will apply to the eyes. We'll be able to rotate them, but not move them.
Then let's do that.
Yeah, one moment. 1 second, lady. Now for the mouth, let's see if we want some limitations. So I don't want to be able to rotate on the x-axis at all. So let's add another bone constraint and go limit rotation. And again, we're going to go to local space and we're going to limit the x rotation. Done already. I think so. Hit R, X. I can still rotate it on the x. I thought I'd limited it. Minimum and maximum of 0. How about world space? Local width, nah. Pose space? I don't even know what a pose space is. This constraint is applying pose space. The average transformation is ignored. Yeah, no, world space doesn't make any sense. Surely wrong. Local space, I would have thought. Okay, I'm going to limit them all. Now hit R to rotate. And it doesn't rotate at all. Fine. So try R again. It only rotates on
X.
So that is the y-axis for the bone, I see. So it's the local axis of the bone. Yeah, we definitely want the y limited. For the x, I don't think so. So rotate for now. R. Okay, definitely we don't want the x to rotate. We just want the z to rotate. R to rotate. Perfect. So the mouth can go up and down like a mustache, right? Okay, so we got these constraints, and these are pretty good. I think we'll keep these, okay? So let's go to this one, add bone constraint, limit location, add bone constraint,
Don't we need to
limit
constrain
rotation.
this guy too?
Yeah. And limit location, limit rotation. Because I don't know that you can do this all simultaneously. You probably can. I just don't know how. And because this rig is so simple, it's not worth investing the time. Okay, you see that this one works differently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It's world space. That's the problem. Hit R to rotate. Let's quickly check. Okay, that's working. Perfect. And for movements, again, local space, and let's lock them all. So movements, local space, lock them all. Movements, local space. I'll put it in a second. There it is. And rotations. So these need to be able to rotate left and right, which would be probably the z-axis, I'm guessing. Local space, rotate for me. Yes, perfect. That's how an eye rotates, right? Mm-hmm. Now this one, again, 1, 2, and rotate. Works, perfect. I'm wondering if we should probably have a few more bones than just these. It's kind of too simple, but that'll do for now, okay? It's a good start. Awesome. So what we're going to do now is we need to assign these bones all to our object. So we need to make the object a child of our armature. So hold Shift. Okay. Now hit Control P. And now we're going to say with automatic weights. Now I'm sure that this is not going to work. We're going to make it work later. Okay. Now we need to do a few crazy things now, which is going another very strange mode called weight painting mode.
Oh yeah, that.
Weight paint, okay. So now you need to be able to select this. Now whenever it's this sort of like purplish color, it means that...
the guy is very heavy?
No, it means that it doesn't apply at all. So as you can see now, everything is a bit bonkers. It's not working very well at all. We've got weight in wrong places. So what I'm going to do is on this brush tools, we're going to change this and we're going to say subtract. And we're going to remove all weight from here. We're going to say strength 100%. And we're going to remove all strength everywhere. Right.
Even on the mouth?
Only the mouth keeps the strength. But as you can see, it's really affecting all sorts of wrong things by a small amount, okay? Because this shape, this character we made is so simple, right? A little mustache really doesn't know what to do here. Let's try the other one again. So we're gonna leave the mouth as it is. It will have influence on the mouth, but it cannot have influence on the face.
Can I do it too?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you do it. But the thing is, Zoe, you're not very quick with the mouse. So just look for now, because this is the kind of thing you can practice on your own, okay? I don't know necessarily that we want our users to, people who watch, to sort of, wait a long time for us to do this, okay?
Okay.
So please be patient. Let me do this so we're a bit quicker.
Yep. Do eyes move too?
Yes, we will make the move, but you see, we only want to leave the eye part to be influenced by that bone. We don't want the feet to be influenced or the back or anything like that. I think I shouldn't have chosen automatic weights. I'm still kind of tempted because we may get all sorts of really weird bugs because of this choice that we made of sort of allowing a bit of movement, right? If I don't notice, see this one I didn't notice. If I miss one of these, I think this one is being influenced. Yeah, told you, right? So if I miss one of these, it's going to look really weird. You're like, your character is going to be walking around and stuff's going to be shifting where it's not supposed to. I've done both eyes, I think. Okay, so now let's look at the feet. The feet are only affecting the feet. Perfect. And the body is, okay, for the body, we're going to affect everything fully. So I'm going to change from subtract to add and just paint this. Now you need to be careful which vertices you paint, right? You want to only paint the vertices that are affected by that bone. And this bone, see, because if you leave it like this, what it means is that only the back will move, the front won't move at all. We won't do that, right? We want everything to move too. Yeah, that's right. Oh, strength has gone back down to 20%. That's why I was going like, why do I have to click so many times? Okay, so here we go. I'm just adding this and trying to avoid clicking on the feet. Okay, there we go. So the central bone is controlling this. This is controlling this eye. This is controlling this eye. This is controlling half the mouth, the other half of the mouth. This is controlling nothing. This is controlling this foot. This is controlling the other foot. Perfect. Now, try, for example, hitting R now and then Z. See?
Do, 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 do.
There's the foot, right? And we're only moving the foot. Okay, so now let's go back to object mode, and now we can play in pose mode.
And so now we can save.
Yeah, sure. Hit Control S, hit Enter. Okay, hit R to rotate a bit. Look at the mouth. Oh, see? Look at the head. The whole head is moving.
Uh-oh.
That's because of the wrong influences. So what I'm going to do is we instead are going to do something different. I've kind of messed this up. So let's hit Alt-P, I think, to unparent and clear parent. Now we don't have a parent anymore. Hold Shift. Okay, now let's change this from pose mode to object mode. Let's try this again.
Shift.
Release Shift. Hold Shift. Okay. Control P to parent. And we're going to say with empty groups, I guess. I'm not really sure. Keep transform. I'm not sure which one of these basically doesn't do any weights. Let's try keep transform. So now weight paint. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit odd because we need to go here and go back to pose mode, then back to here and now. Okay, so there we go.
The foot doesn't control both the feet, right?
Wait a moment. There's a thing we need to do that I just remembered. You should be able to... Okay, this is really annoying. Where is the... Okay, so Z here, and I want to see the bones through things. So there should be an X-ray mode. There we go. And I'm going to put it on stick or B-bone. Yeah, stick is better. So I can clearly see. All right, fine. Now I can finally see the bones through, right? And let's go back to this. Now this. So this controls the eyes. It controls the eye. I have no idea if this has actually changed anything, but I think it hasn't. So let's see here. I'm not sure why our bones aren't being selected properly. Yeah, you are in weight paint, my man, but I do need you to select. I think that I've made the bones unselectable, apparently, which is very strange. Dude, your dad is bad at everything. Where are these? Okay, finally I was able to select it. I'm gonna go back to the octahedron. It's just easier to select, really. Yes, and now you. Could you kindly go... Okay, go back to object mode, my man. Now you are this. You are this. You are this. Awesome. So can you go to weight paint? Okay, so I think that the way I've parented them doesn't actually work. So I'm gonna undo like a bunch of times. Hit Alt P. Object
so now you went back to the sticky.
Clear
Sticky.
parent. So apparently that didn't work. I just don't know this as much as I should. But anyway, so Control P. I don't know what these mean, so I'm gonna go automatic weights again, and I'm gonna bear with this. All right, so back to vertex paint. I mean weight paint, and this one needs to be in pose mode. Okay, and now I should be able to finally, yes, I can do this. So I think it kept most of them, but as you can see, we have them wrong again. I really wonder if there's a way to remove everything, but I don't think there is. I think I've looked into this before, and I don't think there is a way to remove all weights from everything. It's really annoying. There may be, but I'm really not aware of it, unfortunately. So if somebody in the chat knows, let me know, because I don't. There probably is a way. It would make sense that there would be. Okay, so I've now added weight everywhere for this. Now let's go back to subtracting, because that's what we're trying to do the most. So eyes, no, stop affecting things that aren't eyes. Okay, now you're gonna help me with the rotations, all right? So we're gonna try and rotate a few things and see if they move anything. Okay, try it now, hit R. Yeah, see the bottom, see the back?
Yep.
Okay, so we got quite a lot. Rotate again. Okay, just the back. Rotate again. Again. Okay, I don't see anything. Perfect. This guy. Time to just paint things all over the place. Press Z for me, actually. Kind of simplifies things. Oh, look. I can see much better now. Okay, hit R. Yeah.
Top.
And bottom. Hit R. Yeah, this.
Middle.
Hit R. The
Top.
back.
Top back.
Hit R.
Nothing.
Bottom. Hit R.
Doesn't
Yeah,
look-
yeah, I can see it. Hit R. Okay, hit R. Okay, now I'm not too sure of myself. Hit R again. Yes, we forgot this one. Hit R. Yeah, this is powerful, stupid. There's gotta be a better way of doing this. Hit R. Yeah, down here. Dude, why is the eye affecting the back? It's ridiculous. All right.
That's affecting the bottom.
Yeah. It's affecting almost everything. It's kind of silly, really. I can see that the feet, it's understood very well what to do with. Okay, hit R. I don't see anything, but we're going to try the other side. Hit R. There it is. Look at it up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hit
I
R?
saw that.
Okay. Hit R. Oh, don't hit anything.
Their eyes.
The entire world will rotate. Okay, hit R now. Okay, the back looks fixed. Let's go to the front. Nah, hit R just to see. Hit R. The entire body's going like, dude, I am weird. Okay, hit R. Still weird you
That's
are.
these two.
Yeah. Hit R. Okay. Finally, I think we're good. Hit R. Okay. Hit R. Fantastic. Okay. All right,
the
so
other
this
foot?
took us about a year, but we are done. Okay, the other foot is already done, fairly sure.
Peter puts those men a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. He does the meme thing. Okay, so here we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do our first animation. Are you ready?
Yay.
It should be fun.
Animations.
Animations are fun. So let's go back to object
So
mode.
now we have to pull the thing out, right?
What do you mean pull the... Yes. So we need to do this. Okay. And here we're going to change from this thing to the dope sheet. And the dope sheet gives us actions. So we're going to change from dope sheet to action editor. And now we've got all of these actions and we're going to create our first one. Okay. So we're going to say new action.
Which should be walking, right? And there was the Control RS, right?
Control RS.
Or something like that.
Alt R and Alt S to reset everything. But for now, hit A. to select all. A again. I. And we need to choose lock rot scale. So this is gonna map all of these bones here and save them as an action. Okay? So let's see, for example, what we can make a little character do. So press S, Z. Right? We can make the character blink. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? So we can make him blink. The interesting thing is that it's going to be a bit weird if it blinks, because it's the same armature. Okay, escape. So let's try the mouth here a little bit. Here R. Hit R. Hit this one R. There.
Smiling.
It's not really smiling. It's like, yeah. Okay. So anyway, we don't want this, so you hit Alt R and you reset them. Okay, so for the walk cycle, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to rotate this just a tiny little bit. Okay, so let's hit R here. Okay, now for the foot, hit R again. Okay, like this. Hit G. I'm going to put it down. Okay, hit G. Okay, so this looks like I got it completely backwards. So hit R, hit G, hit R. Okay, there we go. All right, now do you want him to have a bit of a weird expression while doing this? Like walking that way?
Usually Goombas don't, so
okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, sounds good. So no expression for now. So hit A again, I, lock rot scale. Done. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate these. So hit Control D, Shift D, my bad, Shift D. And we're going to move them here. Now let's see how far we are. That's very far. It zoomed out pretty bad, pretty far. Okay, so hit G to move this to the left, and we're going to move it to frame number 12. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to copy all of this. So hold Control C, Control V, and now we're going to flip the x-axis. And now you go I, lock rot scale. Now we moved it too far apparently, so hit G, and this just, if you move it to the left, it just overwrites, right? And now hit Shift D to duplicate this one, and let's move it to 24. This is most likely too slow, but that's okay. So let's see 24 frames, what we get.
Rotate a little bit.
What should we rotate a little bit?
Like you rotate the thing so that we see the side and how the feet walk.
Yeah. Well, what I think we should do is we should make the feet and the body a bit asynchronous, right? Because it's too synchronized. We should also make it a lot faster. So move this, so hit G, and let's move it to 6. Yeah. G. G again. There. So we got to 9 frames. That's a bit odd. Wait a moment. This is an odd number. I don't understand. It's an odd number. See what I did there? 9. Let's go to here. Yeah, I think it's now a bit too quick. Okay, move it to 12. G. Slow poke. Okay, G. Okay, G again. Enough. So let's move it to 13. Let's see how this looks like.
It's the same.
Because I didn't press enter. There.
Now you're now rotate it.
It's not too bad. What do you mean by rotate?
Like move the camera, I meant, so that we see the side of him, like that. Yeah.
I'm not sure why you want this, considering that in your game you'll see him from the front, but alright.
Good point.
So one thing we want to do is we want to rotate the entire body on the vertical axis, so hit RZ. There, just like this, I think will really help. Whoa, that's too much. Okay, so hit I, lock rot scale.
Lock scale.
Okay, so now Duplicate this. Shift D.
Oh, that's Control D.
Done. Relax. Okay, so we're here. Now copy. Control C. Paste. Control V. And I Lockrod scale. Okay, let's see how this looks like. Huh? Oh, we did it on the wrong one, did we? We did, I think. What the? Yeah, we did it. Oh, dude. Paste it again. Control V. I Lockrod scale. Somehow I'm making strange mistakes. Duplicate this again. 50.
Nah, Control D. Sorry about that. I'm used to Unity.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. Alright, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so that's not too bad. The thing that doesn't convince me, obviously, is it's a little too simplistic, right? Again, bear in mind that in animation, you want to do things fairly well, right? It takes time, it takes work. For now, we're going to be happy with this particular situation. So we need to give this action a name, and let's call this one walk. 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 Okay, save, Control S. Now, do you see what I clicked? I clicked that little F symbol.
Yeah.
What that does is it assigns the action to an actor, I think. So basically, this is how you store animations. Now, let's go to Unity, and this is going to be a big thing now. It's going to like think for a bit and then do some loading, and then there. And we got our little characters here. Look at him. There he is.
Let's assign him to the Goombas.
One moment. First, we need to go take a look at the rig. So what we want is generic. I think that's fine. Avatar definition, sure. Root node, we need the walk rig root. Not that we're gonna move the root anyway, but that's fine. Okay, now animation. We have import animations. That's fine. Import constraints. I don't know that it'll matter. I hope it will. I mean, I hope they will work. Let's see if this animation. Yeah, it's fine. Look at him. He is now in Unity, our little fella. All right. So we've got this, and this is obviously a loopable animation. It's got a loop pose cycle 0, bake into pose with original, back into pose, root original. Apply. Okay. So now our root is never going to move anything. Perfect. Which is exactly what we want. Okay, so there's a little fella. Materials, we will not import materials. Apply. So now this guy's going to go all gray. That's fine. Okay, we're going to put the materials here. So now we got the enemies, and they all have a model. The problem is this model will simply not work at the moment. So what we need to do is we need to drag characters plop into there. Okay, there it is. You can see it. Okay, we can already see one thing. It's rotated the wrong way. So we're going to immediately rotate this by 180. And apparently, that's let it all over the place. I have no idea. Oh, I'm an idiot. I changed the position of the rotation. My bad. Okay, so let's go take a look. Now it's rotated towards us. That's good. Now we need to start assigning the various models.
Why does he have that in him?
The various materials. That's the other character inside it.
Oh.
It's this model. Okay. So rename this to model with a capital M. Model. DEL. Hit enter. Okay, delete this model. Okay, so we got the walker. Now this one gets the materials. We got 3 materials. So materials, let's take a look. We got enemy walker.
That's the red one.
Yeah, that's the base material, right? So we're going to give it this. And that's the body, right? Mm-hmm. Now for the eyes, we want another one. So duplicate this one and call it enemy detail. And add dark, detail underscore dark. Yeah, hit enter. Okay, so now our walker can get the enemy detail dark. And now we're going to change the enemy detail dark to be dark. Like this. And we're going to reduce all smoothness. So it looks pitch black. Okay?
Okay.
And now we're going to add the feet. So duplicate this. And go enemy walker. And then you go underscore feet. What color should the feet be?
Let's make you choose.
I choose?
Yeah, brown. Right. Some kind of brown or something.
Some kind of brown.
That's what I think we should do.
That?
There. That's good.
All right.
Enough.
All right, it's fine. Let's see if the color of the enemy walker can be made a little bit more interesting. I'm looking there. I don't know, because full blast red is like really red. You know what I'm saying? And the smoothness is a bit excessive, I think. Yeah, we should probably go with opaque. Anyway, let's keep him like this for now. Okay.
Look at our character. Just there.
Yeah, he's right there.
He's the only correct guy.
He's
there.
chilling. So what this character though is going to need is an animator. So we're gonna need to create another folder right here. Call it animations. Or animation, just animation. Hit enter. Okay, now in this folder we need to create an animator controller. And it's here. Rename this one to Walker. Hit enter. Okay, so Walker here is going to need Walker. Okay, now let's double click it and see how it looks like. Right now it has absolutely nothing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a state empty. Now you'll see that entry immediately connects to it. That's because every animator controller needs a default animation it goes to immediately. Okay,
so walk.
That's right. We're going to put the walk motion in here. Okay, and
then when it's
call it walk.
Then when it gets killed, none.
Just lowercase a. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll see later. No, when it gets killed, it's going to be completely different. For now, we don't even have an animation for that. We're going to do it next time. So that's that. And that should be it, really. So now, whenever we hit play, this will immediately play. All right? Not particularly clever. We're going to have to improve it later. So now, let's change all of these enemies to all of this stuff. So there are various ways of doing it, but I'm quite lazy, so we're simply going to rebuild them all. Okay, including the cool walkers. The pro walkers. Okay, so duplicate this one. And wait, let me go to the scene. Okay, hold control. Duplicate. Hold control. Okay, yeah. So duplicate this one, hold control. Okay, stop here. So this one is going to be a Walker Pro, and it's gonna start direction -1, ledge detection, right? Movement input, blah blah blah. Okay, everything else should be all right, but for the Walker Pro we need to change his main material of the body. I think we should actually change all of them, just so it's more interesting. Maybe we can leave the shoes alone, but let's see, materials,
I think
Walker
we should
Pro.
leave the eyes alone and change the shoes and the...
Okay, so the Walker Pro is now pink. And the shoes, we should give him white shoes, like the cool kids, right? Okay, so duplicate Walker Pro. Go underscore feet.
Feet.
Feet. Feet.
Feet.
Okay, Walker Pro feet. There we go. And now we're gonna change his feet to white. Look at him. Isn't he lovely?
I think he's a bit less lovely than the other guys. And you should put the other guys too.
Wait a moment. Okay, so you see the animation isn't playing?
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
They're
Did you
just
play at
sliding.
least one cycle? I can't tell. Maybe. It's hard to say. So it looks like it's not looping the animation properly, which is a bit odd. So let's see. The animator, it's going to walk. That's fine. Foot IK, blah, blah, blah. I do not see any evidence that it should or should not loop. So in here. So we need to go to our models here. Animation again. And this is loop, 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 time loop, pose, blah, blah, blah. So it should loop. Oh, because it's a default take, because your daddy is silly. We don't want the default take. We're going to remove it. I didn't do it on the walk, you see. So now it's going to loop an original, apply. Okay, now it's going to work. Yes. So let's see now.
Now they're going to walk.
Look at them. Look at them. You're destroying everything. You're destroying the microphone. Okay, try now.
They're walking.
So our animation is a little subtle. We should make it a little bit more interesting. Doink.
I'm gonna die. We should add the other guys too.
I'm sure it's fine for now.
After.
It's fine. It's not that important. I think we'll stop today. We're already a bit late.
Bonk.
Okay, so you're killing the fellas. There you go, Mr. Fella. Boink. They definitely needed a particle effect. We need to give him a particle effect on the feet. It's going to be way more funny.
I nearly died.
Well, I mean, the emotional stress. Oh, you're bad.
I walked into it.
You walked into it. I'm now going to try and walk.
You're going to die, maybe.
Am I? We'll find out. Hello. 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 Doing. Doing. Yes.
Add the other guys. Let's add the death.
Yes.
Let's add the other guys. Let's add the
Enough. It's too late. We need to stop.
drat.
Drat. Next time.
Double drat.
Double drat. All right. Thanks very much for watching, people. I'll remain online for a bit to answer any questions. Maybe even Zoe is. But for today, our work is done. And we're going to continue next time. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. And who's the second guy?
How am I going to cut that in the video, you potato?
Oops.